Hey everyone, I'm back at my river again. I've been digging, I dug quite a few silver coins. I dug a lead toy soldier. Didn't film any of that though. Did find some time period rings, but if you can look down here, I just got a gold. See what it is. Looks like some kind of signet ring, and this thing is stained pretty bad. It's got a bust in the band there. I picked it up already before I got the camera out, so cool. My first gold ring of the day. Alright, at the end of the video I'll show you everything I found, because I'm only going to film these gold rings, and then I'll show you everything else that we found at the end of the video to make it short and sweet. So cool. Alright, get back to you on the next. Hey everyone, I dug a big hole here, a couple of scoops, because I was getting a really faint signal, and I dumped it here and I see a big huge honking ring here, and I haven't picked this one up yet. You're going to see it when I see it. Oh wow, yeah, this is definitely gold here. Old signet ring. Needs to get some markings in here. Yeah, this one's going to have some markings, so it's definitely after the teens there, around the time period of the early teens. Looks like 14K maybe? 14 or 18, I'm not sure. But it looks like 18K, but I'll get a better picture of it later. But awesome, man. Second gold. Alright, I'll show you in the wrap up. I'll get better pics of it. I'm going to keep going because I only got another hour left to stay. I don't even want to leave. Alright. Well everybody, I just dug up another ring. This one's not looking too good. It might be brass, but it just sounded so sweet, like gold. It's going to be a really small child's ring, so I'll check it out and see if it's the real deal or not, but just in case it is, decide to film it. And yeah, I'm not gonna, man, I don't want to leave here, but I got to get going soon, so I'm going to keep plugging away and dig as many targets as I can. So cool. Well everyone, I'm back, and I just pulled up a silver signet ring. It's definitely silver. It was ringing in kind of low. Wait a minute. I think there's another high tone in there. Hold on. I think this one's gold, and I just dug it up with the pinpointer. Alright, let me shut the camera off and look at this, and I'll get back to you, because I was getting a high tone, and now that I'm looking at it, I don't think this is it. But let me get back with you. Alright, well this is going to be silver. So it's going to be an old signet ring. I just checked the hole there, and this is coming in low, but then I hold it a certain way, it rings high, and I thought I saw a stamp in there, but it's silver, so cool. I'm only showing you guys the rings today. I'll show you everything else in the wrap up. So, alright, there's definitely looks like a mark in there, but I don't know, I'll show you later. Well everybody, I was digging right here, a couple scoops, and I dumped them right here, and I see gold number 3. I haven't picked this one up yet, but I can see it there. It's going to be a signet ring. I don't see a stamp in there, but this is definitely gold. Old gold for sure. Usually the ones that weren't stamped were from the late 1800s. Awesome. Oh, I do see a marking in there. OB. Something. I don't know, I can't make that out. It might be an OB ring. OB something K. That's weird. I've never seen the marking like that for these OB rings. Maybe 10 karat, but cool. Alright, gold number 3. Hello everyone. I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. It's been a fun hunt. I wish I was, wish I had the time to stay there longer. I probably would have found some more stuff. Who knows? But I had an awesome day today. Me and Dan, I don't know if I mentioned Dan was with me or not. He found, I think, 4 gold rings and a nice silver ring. We were going to do a wrap-up at the end of the day there, but there's a lot of people around. There's like a little carnival going on, so we just didn't want to draw the attention to ourselves, so I just decided to do it home here. But anyway, yeah, it was a very good day today. Again, I got 5 gold rings, one of them questionable, but I'm pretty sure it's gold. I'll show you here in a minute. I got everything laid out here on my display case on the top of it, so we'll go through that in a minute. And I know, a lot of you guys, when you see my videos, especially when I'm in the rivers, I just point straight to the water. The main reason, I love to be able to show you guys and tell you guys the history of a place that I'm at, especially these river sites, because I have before pictures of back in the early 1900s of this place, and I would love to take like a today's shot and compare it to a then shot, but unfortunately I can't do that because some of the Chicago club members, or Chicago Poaching Club members I should say, like to follow me around. Every time I post up gold rings, they're chomping at the bit to try to see where I'm at because, they're too lazy to do their own damn research, but it's a shame, but, I have to do that, I have to keep everything secretive. A lot of you guys, if you were following me last year, the Dream Stream got, I showed a little bit too much in a couple of the videos, and, they all flocked to it, so can't do that anymore. I have to, keep everything on low key, just show nothing but the water, and I hate doing that because I love telling the history of a place. But, these guys, they don't care. These guys at these poachers from the Chicago Detecting Club, they don't care about the history or anything. All they care about is how many gold rings they can get, because all they care is the value of it. They don't care about the Cracker Jack toys or none of that other stuff. And it just, to me, they're not detectors. They're just leeches. But anyway, that's a whole different story. I don't want to get into it. It's bad blood between me and some of them guys at the Chicago Detecting Club. But anyway, I got everything set out here. I'm going to show you guys what I found and within a 3-hour hunt. Amazing, pull a lot of good gold out. So I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. I'm going to turn you around and show you guys what I found. Okay, well, the air conditioner just kicked on, so hope you can hear me, but this is what I have. I threw all my trash away, but definitely this is the coolest piece that I had found, for toys anyway. It's a lead soldier. It even has some of the original enamel, red enamel on the back, if you can see that. Hope you can see it. I know the lighting's not that great in here. I know some of the film critics are going to complain about it, but hey, this is YouTube. I'm not a professional photographer or cameraman. This isn't, Miramax Films. This is YouTube. I'm not a professional cameraman, so. But anyway, I did get some costume jewelry rings. There's one here. I don't think this is time period. You can see this. Looks like a bubblegum machine ring. Someone might have chucked into it into the river at one time. It really doesn't want to focus, does it? I've been having problems with this camera focusing. But anyway, I got this brass wedding band here. It's either brass or copper is ringing in really high. That's kind of neat. And then I found these before, but the ones I found were silver. This is like they call it a comic ring or comic strip ring. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Then I got some live rounds here. I find these in almost every riverside I go to. I mean, it never fails. You always find these old live rounds. Then I got a few wheat pennies. They're all from like the early teens or mid-teens to early 20s. And I didn't film, I mean, all these obviously I didn't film. I didn't film the silver or the nickels. You know, I only had a few hours to hunt, so I wanted to dig as many targets as I could, so I didn't want to bother with these silver coins. I even stopped digging the silver coins. I was just focusing on the gold, so I can always go back for the silver. Anyway, two barber dimes here. One's from 1914, the other 15, and a 1920 Merc. And then this buffalo here is one that was preserved, and it's a no date. This one's kind of fried, or it's been battered by the sand. Then I got some costume jewelry, some kind of brooch or pin. I don't know what that is. And then some kind of pin here. Don't know, have no clue what that symbol is. Anyway, this was actually my first ring here. And it is gold. I didn't film it because I didn't think it was gold. I picked it up and I saw how tarnished it was, and I just threw it in my pouch. And then I got to looking at it, and it does say 10K in there, if you can see that. And it is I'm not going to show you the class on it because I don't want the Chicago poachers seeing it, so, or Chicago Poaching Club members, but it's a 1928 class ring, says 19 on the other side, but it is severely tarnished. Again, I know a lot of people think gold never tarnishes, but here's proof that it does, especially when it's been in the river almost 100 years. So that's cool. Yeah, I didn't even film this. I just dug it up, threw it in my pouch, you know, just trying to dig as many signals as I could. But it's awesome, turned out to be a gold. Then I got this huge honker here that you guys saw, and it's going to be an OB design ring, or the maker, OB. It's going to be 14K. Hopefully you guys can see this. Again, I apologize for the bad lighting. You know, I know people are going to complain about it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a separate pic, like before and after. I'm going to clean these up the best I can. So I'll take side-by-side pics of them before and after. So I'll let you guys see that. And here's the initials here. Those are some pretty neat initials, aren't they? But man, I bet this thing's almost 10 grams. Or probably a little over 10 grams. About right around 10 grams, I'm thinking. So that's cool. And then, of course, you guys saw this signet ring. And this one doesn't appear to have a marking in it, so it might be an earlier one from the late 1800s. So that's a nice find. It's definitely gold. Even if it doesn't have a mark, I can tell it's gold. I found so many of these. And here's one here that's really badly stained and pitted and tarnished. But it should buff out. It's definitely gold. Again, this one doesn't have a marking either, but it's some kind of signet ring. You can see there, letter M or whatever it is. I can't make heads or tails of it. That's pretty neat. Band's busted on this though. And for this one just sounded too sweet. I wasn't sure. I can't remember if I filmed this one. Again, I can't remember as I had a busy day today, but I started rubbing with it on my thumb and the gold started shining through a little bit better. So this is a questionable one. I believe this is gold. There's no marking in it, so it could be an early one. Obviously it's a children's ring because it's really tiny. But after I buff it out, I'll be able to tell if it's gold without even testing it. You know, gold's got that certain look to it, and plus it didn't ring high like brass or copper would, so this was like really low. that sweet low tone that gold sounds like. So I'm 98% sure this one's gold. And this one was giving me a hard time here. This is a sterling silver signet ring, and the band is busted. And when I dug it out, I waved it over my coil, and it was showing real low, like a 1208 signal. And I'm like, man, this must be gold, and the high tone must still be in the ground there. You know, I must have dug this up on accident, digging the high tone. So I waved my coil over the ground, and I didn't get nothing. So I waved this back over the coil again, and I must have turned it a certain way, and it was giving me the high chirp. So because this band is busted, it would the way I would wiggle it under my coil, it would give a nice low tone. So that was kind of neat. It's kind of weird how it was sounding off, but hey, silver ring. So yeah, altogether 9 rings, 5 of them gold and 1 silver. So that's not a bad 3-hour hunt at all. Yeah, I can't wait to get back out there next week and just pound the heck out of it. I'm going to stay all day out there. So hopefully I can show you guys some good stuff. Yeah, Dan got four gold rings today. I would have loved to show them to you guys, but you know, we just couldn't do the wrap up out there because there was just so many people walking around and just didn't want to bring the attention to us. So that's all I need is another Chicago club member, you know, jumping another site. So cool. Yeah, I can't wait to buff this out, man. This is the first one I ever seen that was this tarnished, but alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I tried to make it short and quick as possible, and until next time, I'll see you guys at the river. Hopefully I can find some more good stuff.